Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Jets going up against the Bills. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. And tough starting field position here. Ryan. They set up the screen for Henry. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
On second down, here's Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
They go play action now. Ryan. And it's caught by Parker. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
Luke Kuechly's absolutely amazing. Maybe the best middle linebacker in the game. Not only is he cerebral, this guy's athleticism is off the charts.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. And throw right side complete to Parker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Here we go now.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a cutback right sideline. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 55 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And that is incomplete here. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They go play action with Ryan. And over the middle, this is Parker. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. A host of Bills there that time to make the stop.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense.
And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And he's got Will Tye complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And the D looking like they may blitz. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now on 4th down, Jack Del Rio is going to send on the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Ryan on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They come up in an offset eye. On 3rd down, Ryan. Out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it was a drive that seemed to go on for an eternity, forever. Our sponsors were probably saying, hey, we need to get our products in here on these commercials. But after all of that, 3 points as a result.
Yeah, it's hard to say who came out ahead there, isn't it? On one hand, you kept the defense out there a long time. But after controlling the ball for so long and just moving the ball incrementally down the field, a field goal seems like a bad result.
This is taken near the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here come the Bills. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
A long way to go for the offense here on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Green 30.
On play action, they'll throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Landry. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Jets take possession. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense, hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They come up in an offset eye. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Luke Kuechly in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Halfback sent in motion. Third and long. It's Ryan. He drops it off for Bernard. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. Second and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll drop the throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Yeah, he better hope that he's lonesome because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So 2nd and 10 here. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead. And it's 21-3. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. To throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on
throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play for the Bills on third down. 55 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up. Not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Will tie the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Second and 10 now, Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. They come out here in the eye. On third down, Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Fourth down. Here's Ryan. And it is incomplete. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, here we go.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll run it here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. And that right there will set them back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They're going to look to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. And I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll come out in the pistol. Now receiver in motion left. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Darren Lee in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So on 4th down, Jason Garrett sends in his field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Ryan to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Hey, let's go. Let's see it.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Going back to Lander. This time he's got him complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now they're in the hurry-up.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the 1st down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Play action. It's Ryan. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. Time for a break. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Again on set. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Leopard! No. Check. Patriot! Here we go now. Green, 3. All right, now, look. Gun! Hurry up, here we go. 3.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go. Pressure now. Over. All right, here we go. Detroit. Over.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. In motion right is Watkins. And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Landry now on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And you as a former defender should know that the referees are watching this closely, defensive holder.
They watch it awfully closely. I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys. But in this case, they were strict with the rule.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Ryan on first down. And over the middle, this is Parker. It's a pickup of 19. And the Jets are going to have a first down. And quickly, they get to the line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness. quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. One last shot for Ryan. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here.